recordings, as well as we are live on the YouTube channel as well. And there we go, and people are getting setting themselves with their hairs. And yeah, you are looking so gorgeous, Suchitra. Hello, good evening, Dinesh. A very good evening and a very warm welcome to all of you. Hi, Pratit, Pooja. Thank you so much for switching on your videos. I would prefer all of you to switch on your videos to have an engaging session here with your own natural charisma in public speaking. I would be delighted to see all of you, calibrate with you, enjoy with you, and share as much as I can with the journey which I've had during so many years. And I hope to, and look forward to learn with all of you. Are you all ready in this 2 days workshop in this evening? Are you all ready and set? Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Great.
Yes, ready and excited.
Ready and excited? Oh, I am excited too. I'm excited too. We have done many workshops like presentation skills, impactful presentations for corporates. I keep going to corporate and do a lot of stuff over there, but this is a little different than the usual ones which I do at corporates, because it is more about how do we give impactful presentations only in a boardroom. However, this one today, all of you from my side, from Riddhimatua, is focusing on your own natural charisma. And in these next 2 days, as we proceed, I would like you all to open yourself and get ready to experience your own self as a speaker, whether it is about speaking to 2 people in a room or whether it is about 100 people. That doesn't matter. What matters here in these next 2 days is we explore our own selves. That's the intention for these next 2 days. Is this intention aligned with what you also would like to have? And I would like you to answer me on the chat box now. What do you expect in these next 2 days in this natural charismatic public speaking? And as you start writing that on the chat, and I will keep reading that for myself and make my own notes for you so that I can give you more and more in these next coming 2 days. I would also like to thank so much of love which is given to these new videos which has come out for public speaking. A lot of people from the classic code group, from the new code group, from our World of NLP group have given us great insights on that. Thank you so much for giving us that feedback. It really makes a difference. And some people came back and said, when are you creating more? So we are in the rhythm to create more, Riddhima. Let's do that more and more. Okay, and I read more your feedback now. I would like you to write what do you expect and for me to cover, to be able to speak as a confident person, a confident, charismatic person in these next, for 2 people, why not? Absolutely, right? Influence, being flawless. Oh, you are so flawless, Pratibha, the way you speak. Beautiful skills, all right. So there is a lot of common inputs which is coming to me, which is also meeting the intention which I propose as well. So before I start, a beautiful story which I have to share with all of you, and then I will open the agenda for the next 2 days which I have in my bag. Is that okay for all of you? Keep writing, yes, keep commenting, able to speak without the fear. Oh yes, that's one of the things which people think about. Yes, grow then today, body language, exactly. Okay, all right, you can keep writing these common things which is coming over here. Thank you, Kamila. Thank you so much for showing up today. How are you doing there? I hope that you're doing well in Nepal. I think you are in Nepal. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you, Raj. Okay, so let's proceed to this beautiful 2 days, which I have for all of you tagged as natural charismatic public speaking. And I would like to get into this beautiful story. And this is my own story, my own experience, which I have here to share with all of you, with all the love and all that which happened with me in general. Today, whom you see in front of you in this on this camera with the lights on, with the way I'm smiling, with the way I use my body, and it just comes so beautifully to me. I can understand and I can relate what you say, and I thank you for that. Today, which you see over here, the person who you see over here is made up of different experiences, and I'm sure you all agree that we are different experience. We go through different experience in our life. Natural charismatic public speaking is also about having different experiences and how those experiences then create a new pathway for you to carry these states which you can carry in any room. When I was very young, when I say very young, I mean not even crossed 15. And my mom was alive that time. She passed away in the year 2004. And I used to sit with my mom and I used to see Hindi, English both news channels. I don't know how many of you used to see that. And I used to, get excited and get happy about it the way they used to. Mm, use their faces, use their body language, the way they used to do their eyebrows like that. And I remember some of the things, and I used to feel so happy to sit and hear that. Nonetheless, some of the other kids used to think, why is she so interested in watching news channels? Not watching the movies or the cartoons. I used to be more interested watching that. Well, I didn't know that the Kira was there inside me from that time. I didn't know that at all. I grew up, and when I grew up in the year 2004, not four even, 2002, 3. And before that, my school times, I used to like to act. And I shared in my Instagram yesterday that people thought that I am not beautiful and I am not skinny, so I can't dance, which I do not agree now, of course. And I can dance very well. I can be a great companion to you all, and I can dance for 3 hours continuous. Well, so because I was not getting any opportunity in dancing, I got opportunity in acting in school. That was only one or two dramas, and I was acting a dadi in that drama, and I still remember white hairs, holding a stick, wearing a cotton sari, wearing a big glass. Oh, funny, no? I actually did that. And I still didn't know that I loved that. I didn't know that also, then also. Time passed by, my mom got cancer, I got busy with taking care of her, and we came to Pune. And in Pune, in the second year of my BCom, I got an opportunity to present a specific case study under mercantile law, that's called M law in BCom. And I was like, okay, all right, I prepared myself. This was the time I really remember, all of you. I prepared myself like I used to walk with the book. How many of you used to walk with the books and prepare yourself like this? I used to walk with the book and create visuals of those stories. I can decode that now and talk to myself about it. And then the day came when ma'am said that you are going to present. And I went on to the dais. I still remember all of you. There were more than 50 students of commerce in the class. 50 students of commerce in the class. One teacher, beautiful face, gorgeous smile and cheeks. Okay. And beautiful sari she's wearing. And she says, Anu Aurora. My name before marriage was Anu. And she called me on that dais. The dais was a rectangle, and the height of the dais was this, a rectangle, quite big in 4 feet, 3 by 4, and this much of height. And she called me on that dais, and This is what happened first. This is what happened first. I go like still. And then I shook off and I just went ahead and I just started. And when I started, I remember I was walking to the dice from this side to this side because there were 50 people. That was very natural of me. No one told me that you have to walk. It was very natural of me. But still, all of you, I was feeling damn nervous, damn nervous. I was shaking. I wasn't able to speak everything what I prepared, but at the end, when everything ended, I still can hear very clearly those claps of 50 people, which I heard, and I was like, I thought I was nervous. How did they like my presentation? Why are they so, clapping? And the best part is, still I did not accept it that I'm a good speaker. I did not accept that I'm a good speaker. And it continued in the year 2004 and 5 when I was in Kotak Mahindra for the personal loans. I used to speak to people, and one of the leader of Kotak Mahindra at a very higher level came to meet me individually because of the revenue shooting up in that department when I joined. And he said that, do you know that you have great capabilities? I said, I don't know what is he talking about. I have no idea what is he saying. I'm just a youngster. I didn't know then also. And the journey continued to the last story where in my college, how many of you can relate to this? In my college in IMDR, a lot of people know me. And when they used to give me presentations, I used to literally, prepare with stories and facts and data. And I would go, and in my group, I would be the first one, and I would say, I fear, but I want to do it. I am so nervous. Oh my God, what's going to happen? My hands used to shake, it used to shiver, my legs used to shiver, my sweating used to come, my heartbeat goes higher, faster, everything. And I go over there in the class and I present with all that movement which you see right now. And the first presentation, I still remember our economic honors teacher, and he said, "You are awesome." And I go like, "But I was nervous. You don't know that." And everyone started calling me a dancer in my college. Saurabh Kothari and Harshada Kulkarni and many people calls me a dancer. And they say now, okay, which is very funny, we knew this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna be a speaker. We knew that. I said, great. I don't know. In these so many years, being 40, and you know everything about it. Yeah? Which is funny, correct? So sometimes you don't know that you're so good, so damn good, and you feel that you're nervous. But still, at the end, you did a fantastic kick-ass. I'm sorry to use this word if you are offended, but a kick-ass job. How many of you relate to this kind of story? Does it happen with any one of you? Has it happened ever in your life, as a child, as a person? Yeah, Vishali? Oh, Prabhat, yeah? Right, Harsh? It's just so much there. Right? Oh man. Tell me on the chat so that I can know that you relate to this something which is so close to me. Exactly, Raj. It's so much common. And then, what the hell, in the year 2019, okay? So all of you have seen my profile. You have seen that I'm a new Cone NLP trainer. I am associated with ITA. I am trained by Dr. John Grinder, Michael Kell, and Carmen Bostic. And till my lifetime, I would be obliged to always take their names because the knowledge which I have gathered through mentors globally and through them is humongous for me in my experience. And in the year 2019, all of you, I got this decode that no, I am really good. So I am telling you, till the year 2019 and maybe till 2020, I used to not really believe to my core that I'm really good. Can you believe that? Look, I've been doing my independent consulting. I've been working with corporates. People really good give me a good feedback. Or in the corporates, we get repeated work, etc. But I used to not believe that I'm good and it is okay. That is what I am here to decode that. So 2019, one of the question was asked by Carmen Bostic, ma'am. She's beautiful lady, must learn from her. And she asked this question commonly, okay, to everyone in the class. That when I'm asking you to come on to the stage, or when I'm asking you to speak up, or when I am taking your name, is there something happening in your body? And I agreed inside myself that I am nervous. I agreed to my own self that when I'm going to go and speak to ma'am, I'm feeling nervous. I spoke to 100 people out there. I did presentations many times on 100 people. And Carmen ma'am asked, how do you know? Hear me out, all of you, this is very important in your life. How do you know that this means that you're nervous? How do you know your hands shaking, shivering, sweating, heartbeat means that you feel nervous? And that question stood with me a long time. Next question which she asked was, and I'm asking to all of you, go back to that same story which I mentioned when I was in my school, when I was in my college, when I was in my senior college, when I was with Kotak, or when I was with Stancy, or when I was doing my consulting presentations to the leaders. Something common which she asked, that has it ever happened? Now here again the next question. We are going to have a context around the whole concept of signals in these next 2 days for all of you. Has it ever happened, that is what she asked the next, that you have this shivering, shaking, heartbeat, temperature rise, and you do a great job, and you do an amazing job? Did that happen with you? You gave me a yes, isn't it? Right, Dinesh? This has happened, right, Sonali? Exactly. And that means that we are associating so fast and so easily because of our own conditions that we feel nervous. And how many of you just took a deep breath listening to this simple thing, that we are actually just labeling our own selves as, oh my God, I think I'm nervous. Oh man, that was just a performance signal. And she said, next time when you go and that happens, say thank you so much. I know that you are my performance signal. I'm ready to perform. Today also, just before I wait for my performance signals, like, my hands doesn't shiver, but then there is a specific sensation which comes. I know my performance is ready. I have a different sensation in my legs. I have a different heartbeat. Oh, come on. How can you think that I will be just, okay, good evening, everyone. I am very calm. Let's go and enjoy public speaking. Funny, right? How can you assume that I will go in that style, which is a state of calmness, and would go and do speaking, whether it is 2 people or whether it is 100 people room, isn't it? And this builds up to the next thing, which I decoded my own self. Hi, Swapan. This built up to decode one of the very important part. In these next 2 days, we are going to go through this. Decode your own strategy which works for you, your own body language, your own tonality. We're going to decode that. That's the step number one. Step number two, decode if you have chosen any model or couple of models. So in my life, another experience which I have had is that I've been modeling from last 5 years continuously, and before that also to some more people. From last 5 years, I've been continuously studying with John, Michael, and Carmen, and I know that something happens to me and I go there. So I know what happens to me. So, second strategy, which we are going to focus in these 2 days, is the modeling strategy. The third thing which I decoded with myself is when I got to know my own strategy, my own style, my model style, how that combined and became a new playful strategy for me. And with that, how I just became my own self, completely my own self. And this, my own self, which is a natural combination, came in with this preparation practice. That is the third stage of preparation practice. So it's your own decode, your model's decode, how you prepare towards the combination strategy. How you prepare towards the combination strategy. Now, you all know that I do my workshops a little different than others, and I'm going to take you through step by step in the process. And in each process, one of the very important thing which will help you to really mark this and practice this in coming days with your meetings, with your bosses, with your teams, with your colleagues, with your clients, with the HRs if you are doing some presentations over there, or with the global speaking opportunities which you have. If you can just learn these steps by experiencing and not just by hearing, that also matters. It matters to me a lot. I would really request you, because this knowledge just comes from within, I would really request you from bottom of my heart to experience, not even listen. And yes, hold on. Have a little patience in between. You might feel, oh, okay, ye kyun, aise kyun, waise kyun, these things might come. So just be patient. Stay with the step by step process, because the person whom you see over here as the person was not this originally. This is not the way I was. If you see this picture so beautiful, if you see the colors of this presentation so beautiful, which people have given a great feedback that how you are so natural, this natural process which has come in because I've gone through multiple processes with my own self, in front of people, receiving feedbacks, continuously doing some work for corporates as well as for the industry, and only recognized after I have felt that yes, I know now a bit about it, and I continue giving to you all because I think that my work is just worship, and that's my intention in these next 2 days to give you all this highly engaged interactive session with reframing the processes of public speaking, giving you 4-step strategies, and working with all of you to change the associations. So, are you all ready to experience? And tomorrow, all of you, you're going to actually present in the breakout rooms. So, think from that perspective that you are getting ready for a newer yourself, to find more self as a discovery. Okay, everyone? So give me a thumbs up if you're ready out there. Great, lovely. Let me go back to the gallery view, and I have so many thumbs up. Fantastic. Lovely. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Manisha. I see you now. Hi, Saurav. Thank you, Tushar. Thank you, Savi. Good evening. Thank you so much, Nag, Galaxy, Chandan. Thank you, Ikshwaku. Thank you, Jigar. Hi, Jigar. Thank you so much. Okay, let's proceed, everyone. Now, the very important part for all of you, I would like to ask you, what's one of the very common thing which you find in my story, which I gave you? One of the common myths which we have about speaking in general. What's one of the common myths about speaking in general? So you can write that on the chat so that I know. What do you think about judgment, that people judge? Okay. All right. Oh yeah, sometimes funny. Yeah, I take it as funny now. Really, yeah, it's changed so much. It's mysterious. Sometimes it's so one of the things scary, anxiety, perception, the physical sign which people are having, which think that we are nervous. I think that I might speak wrong, a sound of my voice, fear of rejection from people or judging. Some people are judging me. Okay, all right. So these are some of the common myths. One of the common myths which I would like to it's funny, Sonali. Yes, so this is reframing again. Fear of mistake. I respect all of you. All of you are coming from your own experiences, from personal experiences. This has happened with you. And I was also in the same shoes. And in fact, more, more fiery girl. Yeah. And which people don't believe now. Okay, so I was actually like that, which I think I was, which I think I was. I think I was. I perceived myself as that I was scary, that I was like that. One day, my chachi told me in front of everyone, and my home name is Anu, and she said, Anu has been always like this, what she is. And I go like, what the hell? Hello, it's been 15 years I've been trying to find myself, and you knew it from that time when I was not even 10. She said, yeah, this is the way you've been. I said, why do I don't remember that? She said, I don't know. I have no answer, but this is the way you have been. And I go like, oh, crazy, how my brain, my nervous system was storing my experiences inside me, that I was not good. And there we go. One of the myths which I decoded with all the experiences which you're sharing, judging, perception, mistakes, silly voices, sounds, whether I would say wrong, how would people think about it, am I just going on, all of that. One of the very serious thing which I come to know as a myth is this. I'm going to show you a very small picture and it just goes inside. I'm going to small this icon so that you can see the association. The association. Do you see this picture? The word association in the brain. One of the very common thing which I have observed in my whole journey is how people associate public speaking. Chalo, simple example. All of you are okay with Hindi as well. Tell me if you're no, write no over there in the chat so that I know, okay? Just write no if someone is no. I understand most of the people would be okay, but you can be very open to me and tell me, no, I'm not okay with Hindi. I will try as much I can, Tushar. I would like to know from among 50 people if there is someone from the southern region or from outside who doesn't understand Hindi, you can let me know. One of the very important things, बॉस ने कल आपको एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट प्रेजेंटेशन दिया है. Tomorrow morning 9 a.m. sharp. The CHRO or the CFO is going to sit. What happens? Where do you go? What happens? Yeah. Yeah. I can relate this because Michael called me up one day and he said, tomorrow, in just so for the tomorrow, for me, it was just 5 hours. For him, it was tomorrow. Tomorrow, you're going to do a presentation in front of everyone, and John is going to see you. I'm like, what? Okay. I'm going to say okay to him, of course, right? Because I really, really admire him and I'm inspired. And then I go like, all right, let me gather myself. Throat sukha, something in the stomach, exactly. Or some blank thing comes, exactly. So I want you all to notice this is the way we associate ourselves to surprises. I repeat, this is the way we associate ourselves to surprises. It's not about speaking because we are not fully prepared about what the intention is, what we want to say, and what the audience wants. Both of it has to match and align. We are just receiving a surprise and the body is responding. Now think about it again. You have a presentation just now in 45 minutes, and all of you, 50 people, are going to present 1 minute each in front of everyone right now. Yeah, and then something happens in the body. Just 45 minutes. Exactly. So, what I want you to notice is this. I want you to notice the sensation which occurs. The sensation which occurs in your body when someone says that you're going to speak. And in fact, when you prepare yourself as a trainer or as a coach to speak to people, or when you are going to your manager to ask for your appraisals and gonna sit and discuss your long journey. So tell me, how did you associate it in your body? Instead of the words now, think about what happened. Someone said stomach, write that down. Someone said stomach, someone said blank, someone said like this breathing came in. Someone said tightening in the torso, yeah. So held me back, legs shivers, yeah. So this is a surprise response. That's all. That's the step number one for us to remember. That this is not a response of fear. We have associated from our condition program, this is equal to fear. How do you know this is called fear? How do you know that? This is exactly fear. Yes, you do have butterfly in your stomach. What's the intention of the butterflies? Haven't you prepared and then you delivered? You did. So, step number one, I would like you all to remember that whenever there would be an announcement for you to speak anywhere, whether it is people 2 or 200, there would be a response in your body as a surprise. That response, which is generated from your neurological system, doesn't mean that you are fearful. Okay, so this is something very important. And then I got into the point that, okay, we do not associate what we are associating with public speaking is these kind of pictures. Oh my God. And we are not associating this, of course, with this. We are not associating it as a natural process. Okay, I'm going to speak and I know what I'm going to speak. Right? But then can it become a natural process? Yes, slowly and steadily with step-by-step process. What do you think when you see this picture? What happens to your body when you see this picture? Yeah, cool. Exactly. Exactly. So there is some other response which comes in your body. So again, it goes back to response. So we have responses. Responses doesn't mean that, yes, I am not good. It's a surprise response. Now let's move from that. And as I told you all, that what we would like you all to go through is the natural charismatic public speaking, which is the way I have experienced in my life, that whenever I have any speaking, nothing literally is changing apart from my heartbeat, apart from a different sensation and blood flow in my legs and in my fingers, as well as a process of my cheeks getting heat, like my cheeks get hot, literally like this. So in this picture, my presentation was fantastic, but my cheeks were still heated. My cheeks were actually more than warm. And at the end of the day, a lot of people from the Level Up team, they said, what an amazing, amazing performance. We enjoyed this whole thing. That's what the whole process is. So let's go to the next step. The next step, which I was talking to you all, was 4 strategies. Let's go to the first strategy. Let's go to the personal history. Let's go to the state which naturally occur. And we're going to do a specific exercise right away for us to begin the process of charismatic public speaking. One, personal history. Second, modeling. Third, preparation with the model, with both of these model. Fourth, a combination of natural charisma. With the process of opening, stories, metaphors, closing, body language, tonality, everything. That's what we want to work upon. And before that, how many of you still would like to first work upon? I want to openly ask you, how many of you still would like to first work upon that fear thing which you feel? Give me a yes over there as a response, so that first we do that exercise and then we move on. Brilliant, Sonali. Okay, thank you. All right. So let's first work upon that. The fear which you feel. So I'm going to ask you to switch on your cameras so that when I'm doing this exercise, you all can do it with me. Okay. All right. Yes. Nice. Thank you so much. And let's do this exercise. This exercise has parts, of course, from Carmen Bostic's work in New Code NLP and signals, unconscious signals work from Dr. John Grinder in New Code NLP. We are utilizing this as an SOS, and that's what I'm going to take you through as an exercise. What I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath and just relax. And I'm going to ask you again after you take a deep breath. Yes, take a deep breath and relax. Remember, in this exercise, we are not sleeping or meditating or just going in our hypnotic trance, okay? Yes, just relaxing and being aware of our breathing. That's all. How are you breathing? Just relaxing and being aware of your breathing. Yeah. Take a deep breath again. Just be aware. How is your cheek? How is your fingers? How is your feet, your thighs? Some people get something in the stomach. Some people get something in the back. Just be aware. Step number 1. Nice. Beautiful. And take a deep breath again. Now let's proceed. Now think about one of the presentation which you have to give, which you want to give to 2 or 200 or whatever, which you don't know about, You don't have too much of time. You're supposed to speak to these unknown people. You don't know the topic too much. And let you access that so that you actually know and notice, get that fear. How do you feel that fear? What happens to your body? Notice that. So someone's breathing has changed. I see some people breathing has changed. Someone's shoulders has changed. Someone starts moving left and right. Someone has a tightness in the chest. Someone tightness in the stomach. Someone the shiver. Feel that so that we can work with that. And wherever is this happening to you, notice that. This is what you're going to notice for tomorrow also when you're going to present. Tomorrow, you're going to present in the breakout room to all these unknown people. You're learning in this room for the next 2 days. That's what your job is. That's what you want, right? You really want to be a speaker. You want to speak graciously. And tomorrow is your day. Yeah, now you're getting it, right? Exactly. A little more, a little more. You are going to speak. I might call you in front of anyone and you're going to speak. Let that come naturally. Now, there is something which is naturally happening to you. So now you are noticing that something which is naturally happening to you, Swati. Swati, you're going to speak tomorrow, okay, in front of people. Yeah, yes. So, Tarun, you're going to speak tomorrow here in front of 100 people. Yes, that is what we're going to do. Each one you will have time to speak. Access that state which is happening. Do you feel that fear? You feel that fear? I want you to notice what is happening in your body. So, for example, if you have some tightness in your stomach, touch that. For example, if you have something on your eyes, touch that. For example, if you have something on your heartbeat, touch that. Heartbeat is fast Danish. Okay? All right? Whatever has happened, whichever sensation has happened, Dinesh, touch that. Okay? And say thank you so much. Thank you so much. Are you willing to help and support me in preparing towards the intention? Say that very clearly. In preparing towards the intention of presenting tomorrow. Are you willing to support? Nice. And if it is a yes, it would give you a signal. It might slow down. For someone, it might slow down. Or for someone, it might change the position. For someone, it might raise. The sensation stopped. Exactly. So something will happen when you communicate with that sensation first. And you have given a frame, all of you, that, hey, thank you so much. Step number 1. Thank you so much. Are you ready to support with the intention of preparation for presenting tomorrow? So you have given an intention. And the change in that sensation is giving you a signal. We train you under NLP processes how to communicate more deeply with your signal. At this moment, what you can understand is the sensation changed. Either it stopped, either it slowed down, either it calmed down, or it raised. Now remember, our job, one of the things which I have learned, so all of you are Good with this much right now? You have a sensation, you said thank you, preparation, and you know that there is specific change which has happened. Savi says heartbeat decreased. Swati, something happened? Can you chat? Can you type in the chat, please? Yeah? Okay, Tarun, I would like to know. So, Chitra, Gopal, what changed? Prathit, you are very good in calibrating. Ashwini, what changed? Heartbeat decreased. Okay, all right, nice, very good. Now, this is step number one. When I gave you a surprise, I said that I would like you to present. Correct? Right? Now, my darling, everyone, what if you are going to have this sensation tomorrow when you are going to perform? I repeat, tomorrow, 6 o'clock, we start. 6:30 or 6:45, all of you will start presenting to each other in a group of 5. What if this sensation comes back? No, 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 पहले मैं इसको नीचे कर लेता हूँ. पहले I will just calm down. Do you think? Is that what you would like to do? Okay. So Chitra says, so before presenting, we can talk to it again. Okay. I would like you to test it. Today, call up 3 people together in a conference room. I really want you to test it. Don't believe in me, okay? Never believe in me. Test it. I want you to call 3 people. Take them in the conference. Talk to them as surprising news. Swati, Gopal, Savi, Tarun, who all are meeting me the first time. This is a new way of public speaking. I know that, but I want you to still practice this. Call up 3 people and talk anything unknown. Some topic which you don't know, like NLP. Okay? Pick that up and talk. You will get the right, Swati. You got a similar signal, no? Something again happened. You're going to talk. You're going to talk right now in 15 minutes. Dinesh, for the same signal will happen, heartbeat will increase. हुआ ना अभी वापस से similar? My dear, tomorrow when you will speak, you will not say please go away. I repeat, tomorrow when you will speak, you will not say to it to go away, because that's a signal of performance. आप अपने परफॉर्मेंस सिग्नल को हटा रहे हो और आपको ये लग रहा है कि आपके पास फियर है. यू थिंक दैट यू हैव फियर, बट एक्चुअली व्हेन आई आस्क्ड यू, थिंक अबाउट इट. ओके, I will go slow here. This is interesting, no? When I asked you, you're going to perform tomorrow, your body gave a signal, means a sense in the body, a sensation in the body, a response. What was that response? Heartbeat increased. Right? Something tighten up, heartbeat increased, chest this or hands this or legs this happened. Then I said, thank you so much. Are you willing to support me prepare? Are you willing to support me to prepare? It said yes. Correct? Slowed down. Matlab preparation tha. Second, I asked you, you're going to speak right now in 15-20 minutes. Again, it came back. Happened with most of you. Happened with most of you. Again, it came back, no? एकदम से वापस आया गोपाल. Yeah? That heartbeat जो वापस आया Gopal, and everyone, that heartbeat which came back is your performance signal. So tomorrow when you're going to perform and you feel that you have that heartbeat, touch and say, thank you so much. I'm ready to perform. Let's perform. Exactly. I repeat, I'm asking you, you touch and say, thank you so much. I'm ready to perform. It's a signal of performance and not your fear. We have been labeling it as fear. Remember, I asked you, let's do an exercise and notice how do you feel fear. Correct? How do you know that you were feeling fear? There was a sensation in the body. So, step number one, tomorrow when you will do the presentation of 5 minutes to each one of you in the group of five, if your heartbeat goes up, what you would do? You tell me now. Yes, yes, yes. You can write it down on the chat. You tell me what you would do. Would say, okay, take a deep breath, calm down. No, no rush, no fear. Exactly. Thank you so much. And I'm ready to perform. Yeah. Stay, buddy. It is your friend. इतने सालों से वो नॉक कर रहा है, बोल रहा है, इतने सालों से नॉक कर करके बोल रहा है गोपाल, वो कमला, सुचित्रा, वैशाली, जय. It has been knocking your body and saying, dude, you are ready to perform. Ashwini, you have done so many corporate events. You're so good at it. You know, right? When you go over there, there is some change in the sensation. And years and years passed by. I kept thinking that, damn, I get nervous. Isn't it a beautiful gift to your own body? By your own body, giving you a signal of performance. So your job is to calibrate your signals. Okay? All right. Today in the evening, go and speak to three unknown people, and when your heartbeat increases, test it again. Thank you, I'm ready to perform. Tomorrow, when you will come and do that performance, again, touch and say, thank you, I'm ready to perform. I'm there with you. Come on, let's do it together. And check what happens. Check what happens. And you would be amazed by this. As you are right now amazed. I can see the faces. Okay, that's step number one. Let's go to step number two. Step number two, which is a part of step number one, is my own personal history. Remember, I told you I used to do this. I used to dance and I used to do all of that. Remember when I am doing my presentations in my childhood as a drama, or in my colleges, I am doing this, and I'm doing. I got to know as an observer, that's my actually strategy. This is what I am originally. This is who am I originally? I like this. I am myself like this. So let's go back to your childhood. Let's decode the strategy. Ready to go? Learn the next strategy so that we can combine all strategies tomorrow when you perform as a speaker. Okay? And yes, become like Oprah or become like yourself. That's more important for me, I think. So let's go and become yourself and access your child, the strategy of personal history to decode what works with you. What works with you? What's your own strategy? So, for this, we are not consciously thinking about it. We are just going to relax now. Okay? We will not think about it too much. Let it come from our own subconscious, unconscious, because it has a lot of stored data. For public speaking, so many people, when I did a decode and did a study of Ofra or Tony, or the way John speaks, or the way Carmen speaks, or the way Michael speaks, or the way Narendra Modi ji speak, or the way Barack Obama I've heard, so many people I've heard, and they have their own state, their own body language, their own specific tonality, the way they carry themselves, the way they have that state. And I decoded, oh, Anu, Ridhima, you also had that kind of state within yourself as a child. And in between, something happened in your life and you forgot that you are so natural. This might happen with you all, right? So take a deep breath and let this natural process of public speaking appear in front of you. So let's take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. And think about the most joyful moment in your life. You love dancing or singing or writing or painting, cooking or reading, traveling or running, yoga or anything which you love. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale as you are getting ready for a beautiful roller coaster ride. Exactly. And you'll have joy in this ride, like a kid, like a beautiful, charming, beautiful, mesmerizing kid who has its own charisma, enjoys with small little things, just being himself or herself. And take a deep breath again, thanking the unconscious that it drove you here to decode, discover that natural child within you, the child who enjoys love, full of joy, and has that naturally so inside himself, herself. And the child is not even aware that this is joy. The child doesn't know that he's doing or she's doing it. It's just happening. Exactly. That's what, all I got to know. It's so natural. It just happens. And I invite you to see the very beautiful time of you as a child, as an adult, as a teenager, as anyone whatsoever. See yourself joyfully, maybe conversing, and with voice you hear comes more focus. See that beautiful, mesmerizing, charismatic kid joyfully, naturally moving his or her body, maybe, or no, moving his or her hand, maybe, or no, smiling more or less. Look into the eyes of that kid, the smile on the face, the way the body is flowing of that kid. As you see and hear, beautiful, exactly. So authentic, beautiful kid. So clearly or less. And the way you see this kid maybe conversing, talking, sharing that story to that parent, that friend, that colleague, and the way that kid is sharing that story And you feel that joy already while you see that kid sharing that beautiful story in its own charm. As you see that over there, go inside so easily and so naturally. You're already feeling that joy inside so easily, so naturally. And you notice some of you have this sways coming in your body, some of you have this new feeling coming in your body, and enjoy this kid talking. And let that happen more and 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 more. Let your kid enjoy inside you. Yes. Now, come out of it. I know that you would not like to come out and disassociate yourself from that joy. I want you to slowly come out of it and shake off your body. I was feeling a lot of joy over here in my lower stomach, and it was so much, and I felt that that's what I feel when I speak as well, which is so related, so related. So now again, you have some data from your own self, from your own personal history as a kid. So take a deep breath again so that you can now access it more clearly, more clearly, with the vision, with the visuals, with the sounds, and with the feelings, and see through from the outside with that kid again. If you want, you can make that picture bigger. If you want, you can increase the sound to hear the voice in which that kid speaks so naturally, and go inside again. Breathe in and again feel that fully happening in your body. And you notice that there is something different happening inside your body as a kid, isn't it? Right? The way you are feeling, there's something else happening. I decoded this step by step in my journey of NLP, that actually that's the way I have been. I never perceived myself that way. That's all. And I discovered, oh, I'm just like a child speaking naturally. That's why I call it natural charisma. So, all of you felt something in your body. Make a note of it. Maybe something in your stomach, some sway in your body, some things in your cheeks, your fingers, your sound, right? Happened. Now, the next thing for all of you is take a deep breath, and now by your own self, with the command, if you want, while you are studying NLP, slowly, gradually, it becomes very unconscious. For the practice, give a command to yourself. Again, become like a child and talk joyfully. Come into that. Say the command in your style. Yes, say the command in your style. Take that physiology back again. Take that physiology back again, Dinesh, fully. Take it back again fully. Access it so that it becomes your pathway to access more and more in your natural speakings while you are in fact in the corporates also, or you're speaking anywhere. This is really going to help you. I'll tell you how. So access it once again, come out of it, and check one more time. Yes, so come out of it, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. So how do you shake off? Shake off means that you are getting away from that state basically, for people who are new in NLP, and just checking it once again that, oh, okay, I can again get into the state. Think for an example, when I wear this color, I get into a specific state. It is happening naturally, right? When you wear a coat, it happens naturally. When you girls wear a heels, it happens naturally, right? When you wear that black blue coat, something happens, no? All of you, gentlemen, right? That's your anchor, a natural anchor. The same way, physiological shift is a natural anchor. So you can say to yourself to go back to child and take a deep breath. Go back to that joyful child, the way natural charisma he carries, and take that physiology. Take that physiology once again. Now, do you want to take it more stronger? Let's take it more stronger. People who are new for NLP, one of the things which you can do is you can anchor it. Anchor is like holding it, and then that will appear. Okay. For example, when I wear that coat and the state appears, correct? That's called natural anchor in the brain. So let's anchor it. So last time with me, are you ready to access that? Boy, there? Okay, fantastic. So take a deep breath, relax, and just shake it off a little more first. Okay. Look at that color. And which color am I wearing, by the way? Oh, you didn't tell me that? Well, okay, no problem. So, good. So take a deep breath. And now again, look at that and get ready to enhance the colors and the sound of that child who speaks so naturally, joyfully. Exactly. So for me, it's coming so easily, and maybe for some of you, it's coming so easily. For some of you, expand the colors. Maybe outline that girl, outline that boy, touch it from the outside, feel it from the outside, hear it, expand it. This is the natural way Anu Ridhima was just dancing. And get inside. Take a deep breath. Okay, say to yourself, this is my natural self. And hold your little finger, any of the finger, very tightly, and say to yourself, this is my natural self. Hold, this is my natural self. Hold, this is my natural self. Hold, this is my natural self. And release. This is the simplest way for the group. We teach you in a process differently. Shake it off again. Shake it off again. Nice. Hey Priya, I see you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for switching on your video. I really respect that. Okay, now again, go back. Go back. Wear your coat means press your anchor of that finger. And this is myself. This is my natural self. Press that and let that happen. Let that voice and let that sound, let that kid appear completely. Press harder, press harder. So when we anchor experience and anchor together. Okay, stay there. Yeah, stay there. And keep it natural more. When you press and when you anchor, keep it natural more. Come out, shake it off, shake it off. All right, okay. And now you can test. So one of the things which I would like to tell you when we do individual classes in anchoring, some of the core concepts of anchoring is when you reach the peak, then only you press and you say, this is my natural self. Okay, remember that. We don't keep the press in, okay, I am a natural self. You see, okay, I'm a natural self. We don't keep the press there. We only keep the press until I am here. It's like a camera. You have seen a camera. You only click the camera when you have the deer in front of you and it is still, and you just click the shot. Correct? Anchoring is exactly like clicking that shot at that moment and not every time. Okay, so take a deep breath, get the natural girl, boy of the way it speaks first, and once you have it, then only you press it and say to yourself, this is my natural self. That's the first step which you do. Nice. Now, how many of you could get the clear or new sensations of the kid inside you? I got that new strategies. Okay, this is the way I used to do. So let me take your feedback. How many of you got to know, oh, I used to be very joyful. Oh, I used to speak so like freely. Oh, I used to be like that or like to be like that. Did you got some feedback from your own body? Kamala, okay, nice. Ashwini, did you got some feedback from your own body? Priya, did you? Exactly, beautiful. Very good, Priya. Let's go ahead more. Exactly. Now, the next thing. The next thing is something which I learned in public speaking is, how many of you have heard this? I would like to be like someone. I would like to be speaking like Tony Robbins. I would like to be speaking like Dr. John. I would like to speak like Oprah. Yeah, Ashwini, right? I would like to be like this person, that person. Correct? Yeah. And do you know that naturally we have that skill set which we have been doing? How many of you are natural actors? Yeah, just go and start to talking like that. Yeah, exactly. Horses. Yeah. Priya is exactly. So you would like to be like Whitney. Interesting. Beautiful. You would like to be like Barack Obama. Someone like to be like Priyanka Chopra. I love Sushmita Sen. Oh, I just love her. I have a lot of respect to her. Yeah. It's so amazing, right? So let's go on to the second strategy. The second strategy is modeling. So before I go into the preparation for you of opening, metaphors, story, closing, we want states to perform. How are these models performing? So for this exercise, what I want you to do is I want you to do a setup at home. Okay? All right, all of you? For this exercise of modeling, I would like you to do a setup at home. And the setup at home is like this. I want you to adjust your camera, if possible, in such a way that you can stand and I can still see you with the camera. Okay, because we are going to get into the model's shoe, get into the skin of the model shoe, and be like the model. In public speaking, when I was going through the experiences, which I told you, I observed that while I used to listen to that beautiful people on news channels in my childhood when I was 10, 12, 15, when I used to listen to some of the teachers, then some of the managers in my job, some of the trainers in the field, from everywhere, my unconscious has definitely gathered data. We all gather data unconsciously. We all become someone for some time, not for all the time. I repeat, someone for some time, not for all the time. You know, some words come in that tonality, some body language comes in that tonality. I don't know where did I pick this dancing from. Please don't ask me. I have no idea where is this dancing coming from. Okay, all right. So we all have something or the other which we have picked up. In fact, I got to know that I picked up something from my mom also. I picked up something from my dad as well. So we are picking up few things unconsciously. All right. Now, in public speaking, it is very useful. It's a very useful concept that I can pick up the behaviors and the responses and the body language and the tonality of a model whom I actually love and like. I am influenced towards that model. So think about the model with whom you are influenced, the way you like it. And it is good if you have seen that model very closely. It is good if you have seen that model's videos and have heard him or her a lot. It's a very good concept because In modeling, 1970s, if I go back from that time, one of the very key thing was to be in front of the model and to model the person, which is like our mom and dad, which we have been modeling also, right? So all of you get ready and think about a model. You have someone, Rani Lakshmi Bai, okay, you have seen the speeches and heard the Rani Lakshmi Bai herself. Okay, you have some body language, some tonality, some data, reference points. These are called, all of you in brain, reference points. So while I'm preparing for public speaking tomorrow, I want to go and do a presentation to the manager. I would like to be like the manager. If I'm going to speak to the CHROs and the CEOs, I would like to be like them so that I have a similarity. And whatever I say, it just goes in their head, in their unconscious, isn't it? That's what we want, right? So we are entering into someone's model to get learning. And I tell you, I have picked up multiple models, not one. I've picked up something from Carmen. I know that I've picked up something from John. I know I've picked up something from Michael. I know I've picked up something from my mom. And yes, I like observing Sushmita. So I don't know where does that come from. So I have no idea. But all of you pick up that model. And today for this exercise, at this moment, pick up one whom you have observed, seen, heard, felt. All of you ready? Amitabh Bachchan. Oh, there's so much of information about Amitabh Bachchan, so easily accessible to model, Samir. Nice, I like that. Arnab Goswami, fantastic. Okay, so you're picking up Arnab Goswami. A lot of data is available. So for modeling purpose, data availability is a very good reference point in public speaking for you to practice. So modeling is a practice in itself, okay? Gopal, you've picked up someone. So Chitra, you've picked up someone. Swati, Manisha, Ashwini, great. Fantastic. British, Jay, oh, so sweet of you. Thank you so much. So kind of you. Tarun, Shah Rukh Khan. Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Kiran, okay, all right. Fantastic. Lovely. Hi, Amitabh Bachchan. And oh, lovely. Thank you so much. You're so kind, all of you. So you've picked up your own models. Now let's prepare for the exercise. You've seen your model, you've heard your model, right? You know certain experiences about your model. Yeah. It's going to be exciting when you would, your unconscious would just present it in the public speaking. Like you're speaking and you feel like after you're done, hey, I was speaking like John. Oh, what happened? That kind of practice can happen, all of you. That's what actually happens inside. So let's do it with all that passion inside. Okay, ready? Let's do the setup. Please try to adjust your cameras in such a way that you have one hand space, this much, like this. Okay, and you can stand like I'm standing on this corner, and I can come here and you can see me, correct? If possible, do this. If this is not possible, then take two chairs. Okay? All right? Don't do it on the same chair. There is a difference which comes in. There is a neurological shift which comes in, really. If you have experienced NLP so much and you're an experienced practitioner, yes, on the same chair also you can have that state access. That's possible. Okay? So when you start using these processes of brain, you do it with all these distances in mind. All right? Yeah? Yes, Pranav. Great. Fantastic. Gopal, you also have space. Samir, Savi, Pratibha. Pratibha has great. Savita, Kamala. Okay, Ashwini, I think you're doing it sitting. You're doing it sitting. Okay, all right, no problem. As much as possible, all of you do it in standing. If that is not possible, do it with two chairs. If that is not possible, if you are a practitioner, you can do it in the same place. Okay. My preference is always this. Yeah. Always a universal quantifier, but yeah, always. Okay, let's proceed. In the joy, this is joyful public speaking, we are feeling joy. Are you feeling joy? You feeling joy? Yeah? Oh, fantastic. I am feeling joyful actually. to give you this because it comes from my natural experience. It was like there inside me. So simple thing, very simple thing. You are going to stand as an observer. Okay, so I'm standing here. That's my location of my model. My model is over there, and I'm standing over here as an observer. Now, who's an observer? Oh, I observe my own self, no? Correct? Right? मम्मी ने क्या किया, पापा ने क्या किया, बच्चे ने क्या किया, इसने क्या किया, मेरे बॉस ने ऐसा किया, सब्जी वाली ने ऐसा किया, ना 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 ना, all of that. My maid did not come today, by the way. My maid did not come today. Yeah, come on, this is so funny. But then I manage it very well. My states are cool. So let's go back. So this is my observer, right? My own observer. So how do I observe things in my life? What is my state? What is my physiology? What is my body language? We talk so much about body language in public speaking. This is the time I want you to understand this. So Suchitra's observer is this. Okay. Swati is observing like this. All right. Gopal has his hand somewhere like this. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So come into your observer position. Hold that position. Hold it for 5, 4. Oh, come on. Hold it for 30 seconds. Not only 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Access it. Yeah, it's so funny, Sustra is smiling. Beautiful smile. Exactly. Yeah, Gopal, you can copy this also. Yeah, I picked up from somewhere. Okay, this is the very nice way and cleaner way to observe my own self. Yeah, hold that. Now you know that you're observe exactly Pranav. देखो naturally कैसे आ गया? Your hand went back, Pranav, right? So you're actually observing, and then your hand went ahead here. So observing now. I really want you to learn this process of observing yourself. That's step number 1 in public speaking while you are taking up from the model. Now, step number 2. Now you're going to observe we had a fun time. We were observing about mama, papa, yay, wo. Now let's get into it. Now I want you to play the movie either with the picture first or with the sound, anything. Okay? A movie of your own model. For me, for example, John Grinder and the way he stands or sits. I've been observing him sitting from a very long time in these online sessions. Okay. So take a deep breath and let your unconscious very automatically guide you to be able to see your model the way your model is standing, the way your model is speaking, the way your model is moving. Look at the shoulders, the hands gestures, the below, if you can see the legs and the torso. Look at whole body as a whole. Hear these sounds. If you're hearing the sounds from all sides or one side, hear these sounds. Some of the common words. What is this tonality which you hear? Sing that tonality from the outside, inside you, like I am doing. So I'm singing someone's tonality. So sing that tonality inside you as an observer. What is the rhythm of this tonality? Yes, sing it more inside you. Repeat that tonality, rehearse that tonality. Exactly, rehearse that tonality. It'll become very natural to you. Nice. See your model, hear your model, rehearse the tonality, and now as you're ready, And whenever you're ready, take a step inside and take the full skin of the model and adjust your physiology. And I'm adjusting as if I'm sitting. Adjust your physiology exactly like your model. Absolutely, Kamala. Yes, Gopal. Just adjust पूरा body वैसे ही जैसे वो मॉडल बात करता है, बिल्कुल वैसे. हाँ, come on. Now, जैसे Suchitra, you are doing, continue doing that. Continue doing that. Let your pathways get it. Like the way model speaks. Yes, continue, continue. Yes, very good, Swati Pranav. Very nice, Pratibha. Very good, Samir. Continue doing it, okay? That's very important to experience. Your pathways needs to experience this. Continue doing it. Continue doing it. Very nice. You feel so different, no? Great. Lovely. Nice. Now come out of it. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. Very nice. You know, certain thing changed over there, right? Something was different in your physiology. All of you, Anna, right? Oh, it's amazing. With practice, all of this will become very natural to you as we proceed for tomorrow. This is what our intention is, okay? We are going to take this whole as a package of my state, model state, then practice state, and then combination. Okay, so we are at the step number 2 at this moment in public speaking, and then we go to metaphors. So now go back again, take a deep breath, and again, this time, see the model more clearly. Now you have some data already, some reference points already. See the model more clearly. Or this exercise can really, really take you places. Seriously, this I have done so many times. See, hear, get inside. Rehearse it again. Let your body experience it. Rehearse it again fully with the skin. Nice. With the sounds, with the tonality. Beautiful. Lovely, Kamla. Do it with all that passion. As if there are people in front of you, 100 people, and you are talking. Do it as naturally. Come on, do it more. Walk with that if you want. Walk with that around if you want. Yes, because Kamla is walking. Come on, walk with that, Kamla. It's good because your body is fully experiencing it. Let it experience, Gopal. Very nice. Walk with that. Walk with that. Take a deep breath. Continue doing that. Just been there. ये सब था अंदर. वो अब बाहर आ रहा है. वो natural चीज को बाहर लेके आना है ना. The more we will do, the more it comes out. It's that way. Hello, Nelson. I see you. Good evening. And more. Walk with that. More and more. Very nice. Access it fully. The more you access, the more pathways becomes more clear and it becomes available to use when you would go back to that speaking. Look at the left, there are people. Look at the right, there are people. Look at the center, there are people. Talk to all of them. How does the model talk? What would the model do? How would the model speak like? Do all of that first. Yeah, continue, Pranav, continue. Yes. How would the model speak like? You have this 2 minutes to just present your own self and be yourself. Get that natural thing inside you. This is your natural you, man. You've been just not using it. That's all. Become comfortable with that skin. Enjoy it. Have joy with that skin. Yeah? Lovely, no, Savi? Good, Samir. And I see the smiling faces. Oh, so awesome. That's why I love switching on the cameras and actually want to see what's happening with all of you because I really want to give from my heart. Good job. You feel so different. Yeah? Nice. Beautiful. That's what the second thing I want you to practice every day. I have done that personally. When I used to go for my things, I used to practice this natural thing little while walking. I used to do it while walking. I used to not stand at one place. I used to do the full walk. I still do my walks. A lot of people know that I love walking, and I love walking because it gives me states, and it gives you states of doing things. So you have right now accessed model state. Now, मॉडल प्रिपेयर कैसे करता होगा? पर्दे के पीछे क्या है? बॉस, whatever you are seeing is on the screen of the model. Correct, no? What you see, Tony Robbins or Barack Obama or Nelson or anyone, you see me, for example. You're seeing here Shah Rukh Khan, you're seeing here, no? Right? On the screen. You're not seeing Shah Rukh Khan behind the screens. Am I correct? Right? Yeah. So that's the next step. So now you have this modeling step. That's what you're going to practice. The next step, come out and as an observer, okay? Ready for the third step? The preparation step. The preparation step of a speaker is different than the way the speaker is presenting. The preparation step is different. So there is something which the speaker is doing as that preparation. Okay. Now you observe, come in an observer, you can walk around, be comfortable in your own skin, and you tell me now, what do you think that speaker is preparing for? Just think about it. So the model is there in front of you. The model can allow you to see the preparation stage. How is the speaker, how is that person preparing? You have seen your managers, you've seen your senior managers, you've seen people. How are they preparing? That's the third stage. What is this? And this is the most important part. This is the secret ingredient in public speaking, which I want to give to all of you. This is very important. Preparation stage. What are they doing? What are they doing? Any coming? Something is coming. Thank you so much, Harsh. Something is coming. This is amazing. I have done this preparation stage and I got to know, oh man, reaching out or connecting. Okay. What else? Let all of you start typing in. What do you think the preparation stage is for the public speaking? Come on, let's get into it more deeper, because tomorrow we are going to present. We have 20 minutes left for today. We're going to make the most of each minute today. How is the speaker preparing the presentation? What is the speaker doing? Let's hear from you. Talking to unconscious, practicing according to the audience, okay? Doing their homework. Very nice, Amir. Yes. Beautiful visualizations and rehearsals. And the most important, so Chitra, you got the point. The speaker sets the intention. Getting into the skin, new comfort, you have got new comfort, exactly. Ratifying the intention, getting the intention, clear intentions, exactly. One of the very, very important, Gopal, absolutely Gopal, outcome. What would be the outcome? Outcome hoga kya? Kya hoga? One of the very, very important part of public speaking, which you're going to do tomorrow, the first important word, all of you remember this word, okay? The word is intention, intent. I'm writing here, I'm writing here, I'm writing it everywhere. And Riddhi, write that into the chat in capitals. The word is intention. The very, very first thing which the speaker is doing is setting the intention. मुझे देना क्या है आपको और मुझे क्यों देना है? What and why? How बाद में आएगा, okay? So people start thinking about how will be my body language, how will be my tonality. Oh, I get less confidence. Oh, I get fearful. Oh, I forgot things. है ना? Happens, right? No, we are not going to think that. The very first thing which we are going to do now is a preparation for tomorrow. Ready? So think about it. Take 5 minutes and think about it. Yes, Samir, we will come to that also. That subject knowledge. Think about it and think what specifically in 5 minutes or 3 minutes rather per person you're going to do a presentation tomorrow in the group. I'm going to give you some process after this also. I just want you to think what would you like to present to the group and why? What would you like to present to this group of 50 people? We will have breakout rooms and we will present and why. Okay, so we have Savi. Yes, Savi, I have asked you to unmute. Go ahead.
Ma'am, I would like to give on something on health, and
Health.
because of health lifestyle, what the people are suffering.
Okay, all right. So, Savi, I'm going to use all of you. Savi's example. Okay, with permission of you, Savi.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to ask you certain questions. All right, which will help you as a speaker to be clear about your intentions. So now the word health is very general, Savi,
Yes, ma'am.
which is good that you would like to speak about health. What specifically in health?
Lifestyle modification or lifestyle habits, what we have nowadays,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
like eating junk food, attachment
Okay.
with more of the medias, social
Okay.
medias, which is not allowing you to practice exercises, and even in teenagers, it is addictions.
Okay. So now did you observe, Savi, that you're going to many topics here?
Okay, ma'am.
You know, you're going to addictions, which is a separate topic. You're going to media, which is a separate topic. You're going to eating styles, which is a separate topic. This is one of the very common mistakes in speaking which we do. When we set intentions, not in the speaking, when we set intentions, at the time of setting the intention, not at the time of speaking. So, all of you as a speaker, your intention first has to be very clear. So let's get into more clarity, Savi. I'm having a little bad nose today. That's why I'm rubbing it. I'm sorry. So Savi, let's if I ask you, what would happen if you would give this knowledge to us?
Ma'am, actually, I would like to help people to know. People might be having awareness, but if somebody once guide you, if they have experience
Hmm.
of their own relatives or own family members, so
Hmm.
that will give them more generous ideas or more convincing uh, knowledge, so they can adopt and prevent for their family members or their relatives or friends.
Okay, all right. So now you're going to go to that you will share an experience. That experience they will share it to others, which will help them become aware of that lifestyle habits.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the intention of the topic is still not clear. It is partly clear that they will go and present it there, but what would they receive? What would they receive?
True knowledge,
Ah,
experience knowledge.
experienced knowledge. So you would like to give experienced knowledge. Okay, so now this is called incomplete right now. You would like to give them experienced knowledge about, now complete that, about lifestyle or about health.
About lifestyle.
Ah, so health becomes a very bigger banner.
Yes,
That's why
ma'am.
we have come down to lifestyle. So I would like to give experienced knowledge about lifestyle. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So that is your intention. So if I would be at your place, how would I prepare? So I'll give you in all of you. Do you want an example, a very simple example in this?
Yes, ma'am.
So, for example, if I have a topic for, thank you, Savi, thank you so much. If I have a topic, say health is a very bigger frame. It's a very bigger frame. Under health, Sabi says that I would like to work on lifestyle. And she has said very beautifully, she said experienced knowledge, which means what I will do, I will use my own personal live metaphors. This is called living metaphors in public speaking. Means your own experience. Live metaphors to give the story of lifestyle changes to what she has done, three important lifestyle changes, which gives out a message to others that you can change the lifestyle. And my 3 minutes talk is actually done. So if I prepare what my clear intention is, experience knowledge about three tips on lifestyle, this becomes specific. I repeat, experienced knowledge about three tips on lifestyle. This becomes a specific intention. You understand? The very first thing the leaders do is they are so clear in their intentions. Today, I was clear in my intention that I would like to give you these very simple state choices of your own self as a kid, your own model, and intention setting. You understand? So, tomorrow you are today at this moment, you can send that to me on the chat right away. My intention tomorrow is to speak on this topic. I can quickly, I will take 5 minutes here and I can guide you by questioning you with the intention. The intention is a very clear frame. As a speaker, suppose you are a trainer, okay? All right. If any one of you are trainers here who are doing trainings in the companies or at different places, fantastic. All of you, if you are a leader who is doing teaching, great. Leaders who are doing meetings with their team members, any one of you, where would you like to speak? Give me examples. I would like to speak on the mental health. Fantastic, Samir. So, what specifically would you like to speak on mental health? What is the objective? Three tips on mental health. Five successful points on mental health. What is that which you want me as an audience to take away? So, on yoga. So, Danish, when you will speak on yoga, what is the objective which you want me to take away? Which you want me is audience, I am the audience. So what you want me to take away? So always remember the third part. In the preparation stage, your model is thinking about you. What I want you to take away in this class. You understand? For example, when a leader set an intention, right? So a leader sets an intention. I'm from automobile industry, and I want my team to remember that customer centricity is everything. So the whole topic will revolve around customer centricity. And my examples, my experience, my metaphors will all be about customer centricity. Do you see this? This is called lateral intention. This is called higher intention, the laterals and higher. So again, I repeat, higher intention, awareness, why writing is important in today's era of digitization. Okay, so what would I take away, Pratibha? Give me three objectives which I would take away. That will help you to prepare your pitch. So, what are topmost three things? What are topmost five things which I, as an audience, will take away? What would I remember from your whole speech? Okay, so your higher intention, Pratibha, is awareness. What would I take away is objective one, objective two, objective three. That's the way the speakers actually prepare for their presentations. All of you are with me, been able to connect. You have any question, ask me right away. Okay, you're with me. Swati with me, Pranay. Brijesh, I don't see you. Ask me questions on this because this is very important. Where to invest in Delhi NCR? So, what would I take away? Atarun, give me three objectives I will take away. So, whenever you prepare for your speaking to two people or five people or 100 people, you need to remember one, the intention, and what objective the audience will take away. Then I will come to preparation of the speech. Is this clear, all of you? Okay, lateral. Lateral means, for example, I have a higher intention of yoga. I want you to know yoga. I want you to be aware of yoga so that you have emotional and physical health balanced. Okay, this is my higher intention. All right. My lateral objectives under this is I would like you to learn pranayama, which is basic breathing techniques. I would like you to learn Surya Namaskar, which is a full body technique. And I would like you to learn Om chanting, which is a meditation process. This become three lateral intentions and three objectives. But yoga will come here at the higher level, correct? जैसे कि हम लोग chapters पढ़ते हैं स्कूल में. The way we learn chapters in our school. So chapters has a bigger topic. Under that bigger topic, we have three subtopics, correct? 5 subtopics, 7 subtopics. Am I right? All of you, simple to understand. If you divide your speaking in such process, okay, this is called process. Now I'm giving you a process. Speakers originally, if you hear Sushmita Sen, Priyanka Chopra, Oprah Winfrey, Tony Robbins in their public keynote speakings, in the speaking, they have objectives which they want you to hear. Okay, all right. So I repeat, higher intention, all of you. You see my arm, higher intention. Each objective is my subtopic. Each objective. In this example of yoga, I gave you yoga, pranayama, Surya Namaskar, and Om chant as meditation. Pranayama is breathing technique. Surya Namaskar focuses on full body. Om chanting focuses on meditation. All three are parts of yoga which will help you to have a mental, emotional, physical balance in your life. So simple, no? Is this clear? So, the most important point for you to have public speaking is not you are nervous, my dear. We lack clarity on what we want to speak. Do you agree? If we have clarity what we want to speak, speaking becomes natural, no? So we want to prepare on clarity. Okay? So one, we learn the states and clarity, and the combination of states and clarity will get you at a natural level. Now you understand? Let's go on to more. So all of you, please write what you're going to speak tomorrow for minimum 3 minutes. Minimum 3 minutes. We are going to create a breakout room, and we want you to write intention and objectives. Intention and objectives. What's the intention and what 3 objectives you want to meet in that 3 minutes? You can take it to maximum 5 minutes. We are okay with that. However, your preparation with clear intention, clarity is what I am asking you all to be clear in public speaking. If you will have clarity, you will have a cakewalk. You will literally have a cakewalk. Okay? You are excited for tomorrow while you will speak? You want to prepare? How will you prepare? Let's go ahead. Now think about it. I will use the same example of yoga. It is clear for all of you. Yeah. Now, how will I prepare? You know what I will do? Simpler way for preparation is living metaphors, facts, and examples. I repeat 3 things. I have the PPT with me here. I am going to give you the PPT. I am not giving you because I want you to focus on or what I am saying and what I am doing, and model that fully, and then I will open the process for you in PPT. Okay? All right. Hear me again. Three things in the process, which is living metaphors, examples, and the last thing for you all, facts. For example, Om chant, Om has three facts. O, a, ma, three syllable. It's a fact, right? It's a fact. For example, I have all these three things, pranayama, Surya Namaskar, and Om chanting. For each three things, I'm going to prepare a living experience, a living metaphor, an example, and a fact. So your job is to prepare only three things in each objective. Your job is to prepare only three things in each objective: a living metaphor, an example, and a fact. If you have a living metaphor, what is a living metaphor? Living metaphor is, you remember, go back to our starting of the whole public speaking workshop. I gave you whole experience of my own self. That's a living metaphor. And I was going through and taking you through by my dance and all that, right? That's living metaphor. Okay, so you are going to use your own experience. For example, Savi, you mentioned that you would like people to change lifestyle. What happened when you changed lifestyle? It's a living metaphor. What happened? Your mother changed lifestyle. It's a living metaphor. That's one example. Second thing is the fact in that lifestyle. What is that one fact? 11 billion neurons run in 1 second or less than a second in your brain. And you have the power to change your brain. While you accessed modeling, model state, it changed, right? You had a state of a model. You were in that experience. You changed, correct? All of you changed as a model. That is an example of fact experience. I'm taking you through an experience. Fact, brain, how fast the brain runs, and an experience with my own metaphor. So, how would you prepare in a simple process if you prepare with this clarity? Okay, while you will prepare with this clarity, which I will give you once again, you would get to know that how easy this process can be for all of you. Now I'm going to show you this slide for all of you to take the note. Set the intention. Under the intention, set the simple objectives. Each objective will have a living metaphor or an example, a data, a question which I have asked. Remember, when I am presenting to you, I'm asking you a question. I'm already doing it right now. I am doing certain thing which is creating some drama, some climax. What is it? How is it? But this climax and drama is dependent on my body and my face and my whole tonality, correct? And then I'm coming to step-by-step solution. And today I'm giving you a task as a closing. So I'm running a process as a speaker, my friend. And all of the speakers run a process. So the model is preparing with the intention, with metaphors, data, question, drama, solution, and closing. You can take a note also of this, and this is what you're going to use. But let me tell you, there is a climax there also. There is something which I haven't shared. How are you feeling right now while thinking about preparing this? Have you taken a note of it? Is it okay if I closed there? Do you want to take a note of it now again, or is it okay if I close? Tell me if you haven't, I would open it. Now, you're feeling great, fantastic. You ready to prepare in that format? Yes, exactly. Mapping happens very easily, Pratibha, like this for speakers. Speakers do clear mapping. That's why they are famous speakers. They are very good. Now the point is, I want to tell you something very important in this public speaking is your preparation, how you prepare is the state. That's a secret. Ah, Danish, exactly. Excited and nervous both. Yeah. So I want you to remember one thing. How do you know that you are nervous? There's something happening in your body. You would touch and say, what? Thank you, I'm ready to perform. Yes, exactly. And are you ready to support me to prepare? Because if in my preparation, think about it. I'll give you my own example, okay? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, ye bhi karna hai, 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 this and this and this and this. How will I do it? So the secret ingredient for speakers is that they prepare in a state. Preparation calls for a state. So take a deep breath and get your preparation state now. Access that preparation state. So get ready for it. So now you think about your model again. So take a deep breath and thank your unconscious to help you access child state, access model state, access the process of public speaking, have clarity. You're going to use that for preparing yourself as a speaker. And when you prepare, and now think about your model, how would the model do the preparation? Think about it. Yes, let that come over to you. Take a deep breath once again. See the model. I see the model very clear. Very deep breaths. Our shoulders relaxed. Focused like an eagle. Having joy in preparation, thinking about stories, looking into the fridge, going to the nature and seeing what example can be used for public speaking, what examples can be used for yoga. Examples, metaphors are natural, available when my intention is clear. The model is doing some preparation like that. It's not that the model is always going to sit, it's a combination. Some do walking, some do running, some do reading, some do all three, and create this intention, clear objectives, stories, examples, metaphors, facts, questions, some drama, and come towards that solution. Feel that new preparation state. Feel that new preparation state. This is a new process for all of you to follow with. That's the way you're going to practice for tomorrow. You have any questions till now in this? And as you access, you have the state of preparation. You feel comfortable with this state of preparation. You're going to access this state of preparation. That's the secret, okay? If you get this state of preparation. Now, again, take a deep breath and thank your unconscious. And tonight, ask unconscious gather all this information and show me the examples, the metaphors, the stories. Take me through them, show it to me in the form of images, show it to me in the form of sounds for my preparation to the intention of whatever example you have, yoga, mental health, any topic. And I am surprised that how each and everything becomes an example for me of the same topic. That's what your unconscious is going to do. Right, Pranav? That's what is going to happen because your intention will be clear as a speaker. That is the natural essence of these speakers. They pick up anything and turn around. Is that what you want to be, right? In communication to people? Let's now take a deep breath and thank unconscious. Tomorrow, when I'm going to begin, I'm going to take you through some examples of body language, tonality, and take you in the breakout room to actually experience. Rehearse the model once again, rehearse the exercise of the fear once again, which you think, rehearse the preparation once again. When you would do all these rehearsals, tomorrow when you would come, you would be in a um, different state altogether. I want to pick that up and you do the public speaking in real, not think about it. That's my last take on that. Thinking on public speaking and doing just a speech and talking is different. Okay? All right. And the more you would access, like I'm doing it once again, the more you would access, the more the joyful kid will come out naturally. That's the fourth step. And the fourth step is practicing. So, all of you will show up tomorrow seriously to practice so that you get everything. And tomorrow, I open one more process for all of you and you practice everything together. Yes, it's sinking in. Yeah, I understand that very well. All of you are ready to present tomorrow for 3 to 5 minutes in the breakout rooms of 3 or 4, 5 people. I'm going to give you feedbacks. I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you more and more lessons and a process. And we combine this and then we have a feedback after 2 months that how is your speaking going and what are you doing and what challenges still you face. Okay. Are you ready and excited for tomorrow at 6 o'clock? Would you really take this seriously and show up and practice intention? Great. Fantastic. Lovely. That's what I really want. Now, let's do the last thing for all of you. You have invested your 2 hours in really getting in. The platform is open for you to ask me questions about anything which is related to communication and public speaking before you prepare for tomorrow. You can ask me any question. I will take you on unmute and I will answer you with an experience. The platform is open for all of you to ask me any question around it. You can raise your hand and ask a question if you have. Yes, Pranav.
Yeah, hi. So, in my experience, when we talk to people, we speak more or less what I know, right? And it again further depends on the listener. So, like, is it totally our accountability and responsibility to be able to effectively deliver that topic, or is it also partially dependent on the listener? Obviously, I have to, in line or in sync with the listener.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
your say on that? Yeah.
Okay. So, with a very good question. But what I was going to open tomorrow. Then I am clearly. Can you hear me clearly? All of you? Okay. Riddhi, can you hear me clearly? Hello? No. Okay. All right. 1 second. Okay. Can you hear me clearly? Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay. It's loud and clear now, right? Okay, great. I would ask to unmute. Yeah, you can keep yourself unmute. So I really like your question. See that not to me.
I'm sorry, again, your voice is not clear,
Okay, can you hear me now?
partially.
Fine. Just a
Uh,
minute.
that,
Solve this for you. Is this okay now?
I think it's still breaking.
1 second. Is it okay now?
I think we should talk slowly so I can understand.
Okay,
Maybe some network
sure.
issue.
Okay, all right.
I can listen you here and there. Yeah. Maybe for the time being, you can switch off the video, so that will save the bandwidth. Can I speak now?
I'm speaking, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, I think so. Please go ahead.
Okay, all right, fine. So I'm sorry for this inconvenience. And I was saying to you, the question is a very important question, and I was going to open and breathing with audience. Could you hear me?
You are going to open the question maybe tomorrow. That's what you're saying.
No, 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 no.
I think
Second.
partially breaking. I think we should come back to this topic again tomorrow, maybe. Because
Okay,
everything.
a minute. Yes, sure, we can.
Because the voice is still breaking, and I mean it's just absent at some time.
The voice is absent now. Yeah. Can you hear me now? Yes. Can you hear me
I think it
now?
is now.
Okay,
I think
one
yeah.
second. Yeah, you can hear me now? Okay. All
Yeah,
right. I will message it. It is about matching. The process, Pranav, is called matching with our clients. Okay, so there is still some challenge in hearing. And you can hear
no,
me
I can hear you.
you can hear me now. Okay. The process is called matching with the client. So supposing there are 2 or 3 people in my meeting, and when I am going to work with 2 or 3 people, what I say, how they respond, and then how do I change my response based on how are they responding. Okay. That as a speaker is called calibration skills. As a speaker, developing calibration skills is a very important part. Means detecting how is the listener changing. Supposing there are 3 people in the room, and there is one person who is nodding the head and looking at me, and there is one person who is looking at some other report and not looking at me while I'm talking. I may say, yes, Pranav, you are right. And the third person, for example, is Sunny. And I would say, Sunny, what's your opinion on it? And I would slightly raise my tonality a little higher to go as an own unconscious. So speaking is going to be a game between the parties. Okay. All right. We are going to more talk on matching predicates, matching body, and matching tonality with the way the person is speaking. All right. You could hear me, I think.
Yeah, all of it. So you, in a way, you're saying it's like navigation, like how we drive on the
Yes.
road.
Oh, you got the point. Absolutely. And for everything, it requires experience and a lot of practice. That's it. That's why I want to practice tomorrow. Instead of me talking, if I will see people, I can give feedback.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes sense to you?
Yeah, it makes sense. I think that's about practice.
Yes, and with practice, the feedback, for example, the way I kept receiving feedback from my own self as well as from my mentors continuously, that really helped. So there is some exercise tomorrow which we are going to do. It's called personal editing. Okay, and we're going to do that for your speaking. Every time when you do speaking, you do personal editing. Okay, that is going to really help. Okay, I'm going to go and take Suchitra. Thanks. Yes, I hope that you are now able to hear. I like your question, Pranav. Really, thank you so much. There was one more person who was asking me to give a flow chart showing some information. What information specifically, if you can ask me, Jay? I will prepare that flow chart for you tomorrow and I will give it to you in the presentation. Jay, are you there? What information you seek in the flow chart, I would be happy to give it to you. Hello, I have asked you to unmute. I've asked you to unmute, Jay. Good evening, how are you?
Hello. Good evening, madam. How are you?
I'm good.
Could you give some flow? Your this thing is very good. All the patterns. Could you give some flow chart type like that? You can
Sure, I can give you the flow chart.
process
My
and study.
question to you is, are you asking to give you the flow chart for intention, objectives, experience, example? Is that what you want?
Yes, right.
Oh, fantastic. I
Yes,
will give
right.
no problem. I understand.
Okay,
I
okay. Yes,
really appreciate this question. And all of you will have this
yes.
PPT with the flow chart in your emails. I'll give that to you.
Okay, yes. Okay. Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. We had a question
My
from
pleasure too.
Savi. Are you there? Thank you, Tarun. Thank you so much. Is Savi there? I don't see her. Okay, I don't see. Yes, okay. Can you unmute yourself, Savi? Because you're on off camera, we are unable to find you easily. Yes.
Ma'am, my question is not related to this workshop. Actually, it is everything is clear.
Okay.
Ma'am, you had conducted last year on goal setting.
Yes.
That 2 days actually, I had both the days duty, so I very means some of the part it was very nice session. So you had told that videos is there, uh,
Yes.
and after that follow up meeting would be also there,
Yes.
February or something, ma'am.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it got over or it will be happening.
Okay, I would announce that. The video is available on YouTube. It is sent on the email. If you want, Riddhi can take a note of that, please, Riddhi. Savi, we will send you the email once again. The goal setting 2 days video is available on YouTube, number one. Number two, the date is announced as 7th of April. The Zoom meeting is already open for that. It's a follow-up meeting. Number three, we have also sent an email in case, for example, you want monthly support from our mentor, because we are going to hold quarterly meetings for goal setting reviews. So if in case you want a mentor with you for monthly checkup for your goal setting, you can send that as an email request to us and we will align you a mentor.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, that YouTube for YouTube means where I'll get or what it is a goal setting. That workshop you have taken, ma'am, 2 days live. It was
Yes,
the
yes,
same video
yes.
that recording will be there
Yes,
because I
absolutely.
did not
All
get on my this thing email. As you told, don't take notes. I'll give you.
yes, yes, yes. So that's what I'm saying, that I will ask Riddhi to connect with you and send it to you on the email as well as on the WhatsApp. Riddhi, can you share the YouTube link right away also on the chat so that people can see? I would announce that for everyone. 7th of April, we are going to have a follow-up meeting for quarter review of goal setting. Goal setting workshop is for people who have attended January workshop and for people who want to achieve their goals in this year, and we are having quarterly review meeting to achieve goals and do some processes with each other. So all of you can join that. Savi is asking about the YouTube goal setting link, which we have already. And Savi, we will send it to you on the email. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I'll be happy to contribute in any way I can, Savi.
Thank you, ma'am.
Pleasure. Okay, everyone. It was so nice meeting you all. Thank you so much for showing up on time and being there and switching on your cameras. I am happy to have you all, and I would be so happy to have you all tomorrow, sharp at 6 o'clock. We do some processes, we do some practice, we make you experience, we do a feedback session, we do a closing with personal editing, also some examples of tonality, body language, and the flow chart which Jay has asked, which also will be shared to all of you. The PPT of this entire process will also be shared after the workshop will be done. The YouTube will have this video as well for you to go through it once again. And remember, you have the child inside you who is very natural, charismatic. He knows what to do, how to do. What you only need to prepare is a clear intention. Once you have that clear intention, you would just go and do it. And the last thing, practice, practice, practice. That's the key. That's the key. It's rote time. You need to definitely give rote time and follow your models. All the very best. Have a blessed evening, all of you. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow sharp at 6 o'clock. Yes, Tarun? Yes, you have a question? Thank you so much for being here. Yes?
So in the presentation, you said you wrote like climax suspense. So what we need to prepare in that particular section? Can you help me in this? Thank you so much.
Okay. All right.